The Barbie series has been a staple in many young girls' childhoods, and I'm sure some guys too. However, the franchise has changed significantly through the years. The films have evolved to reflect the current climate of feminism in the world and children's entertainment. Barbie Rapunzel, 2002, and Barbie the Secret Door, 2014, show this change clearly. Both movies are about a princess who explores a world they've never known, though Rapunzel is set in an older time and the Secret Door is more modern. Proof? Just look at this monstrosity. Disgusting. The costumes, music, and props are indicative of each film's respective time period. The Secret Door is a modern princess story where Alexa escapes the pressures of her life to discover a magical world terrorized by the evil Malusha. Malusha tries to steal all the magic in the kingdom for herself, and all the citizens of the land believe Alexa is the one who will stop her, even though she believes she is just an ordinary girl. As the name suggests, Rapunzel is based off of the fairy tale of the same name. Except Rapunzel has a rabbit and dragon friend named Penelope. Many of the early Barbie movies were based off of existing stories, like fairy tales. Rapunzel is one such example. The creators put the Barbie spin on it to appeal to more young girls, which resulted in a story that highlights femininity and oftentimes dance and music. Later in the franchise, they started leaning more on their own writing. As a result, directly or indirectly, the complexity of the plots definitely decreased over the time, as there are basically no subplots in The Secret Door like there is in Rapunzel. Rapunzel's subplots start off as branches that eventually meet up into one storyline, while The Secret Door follows just one linear story. For me, watching The Secret Door, I felt the plot moved a lot quicker than Rapunzel's did. It had a faster-paced story without as much time to develop its plot points. This may be due to people's attention spans getting shorter, as kids nowadays are getting bored easier with the instant gratification that the internet gives. They aren't used to waiting for things to develop and move along. They prefer to have something new always happening. Visually, the animation looks a lot smoother in The Secret Door. However, both films stick to using the same character models for all their female characters that are the same age. This makes less variation in the characters, as basically their only difference is their hairstyle and clothes. Sets are also simplistic and feel very two-dimensional. This shows that, although animation has improved, for children's films of this budget, visual detail is not a priority in both decades. Another aspect that has changed between the two is how the villain looks. Gothel, from Rapunzel, is visually darker than Malusha from The Secret Door and acts crueler than her. Malusha is also a kid, which makes her seem less threatening. This may be because children got scared from characters in previous films, and the creators tried to make less frightening villains. A notable difference in themes between these films is how they handle having a love interest in a movie for kids. Rapunzel uses Stefan as basically symbolism for the new world that Rapunzel has yet to explore. He is the primary motivator for her wanting to continue to escape the tower and visit the village. However, Stefan is not primarily used just for this reason. He helps Rapunzel find the maker of her paintbrush, which is another important plot device, and introduces us to the family feud with Gothel's involvement in it. Though Barbie films are often criticized for having bland male characters, whose only purpose is being the romantic interest of Barbie, this film uses Stefan's character for more than that. In The Secret Door, within the first 5 minutes, it is clear that Alexa doesn't care for princes. This is reinforced with her opening song being about how she basically likes reading books all the time and wants to be the hero of her own stories. The creators write this off as her being shy, but at the end of the film, when the topic is revisited and she has overcome her fear of crowds, she still rejects her family's offer of talking to the prince from the other kingdom. This is due to the rise of feminism. It has come to the attention of people that putting a love interest in media for young girls may set in the idea that to be successful, beautiful, and loved, like the characters they see, they need a man, which is not the message feminists want women to grow up believing. After this development in society, creators have tried to make female characters with more powerful roles in the story and not just sitting there waiting to be rescued all the time. In my opinion, Barbie films have always done this with their protagonists. They were always smart, creative, and powerful, but in a traditionally feminine way. I think both of these films show ways girls can be independent, but the creators of The Secret Door wanted this to be very obvious. Overall, the children's film industry has changed not only visually with the improvement of animation, but the way romantic love is represented, as seen in Barbie, Rapunzel, and The Secret Door. The stories told are similar in style but presented in a different way and at a different pace to fit the desires of the new generation.